Great to be here at Innovation Week 2023 with the TechNL conference, and I want to tell you, there's a lot of great conversations that are happening. And Jane, you're off to the side there. You've got your own little piece of this puzzle. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what you're doing?
Well, I am a photographer, commercial photographer, and I'm here doing headshots for anyone that would like to update their headshot, use it for their whichever profile they like. I was here last year and we had a great turnout. Did like probably 120 headshots. Lots of the people, some of the speakers, they use their headshots for pretty much all of their media, online presence. So it's a great way. Also, the student day tomorrow is really nice because they all get a headshot that they can use.
Right, it's great, right? Because it's such a good service that you provide, because a lot of these folks, these companies and the like, would have their websites up online. They're not focusing on things like a headshot. They're trying to get their technology, their product, and sometimes they don't put their best image forward. They just got whatever they can pull off. But you're providing a really unique service to them. Very forward thinking of TechNL to bring you in.
Yeah, it's really great. Marlene contacted me last year and she is amazing. I love everything she does. And right away I was like, yes, I'd love to do this. I've done it for a couple of other conferences as well. And you meet so many people. I love the amount of people that you end up interacting with that you would have never crossed paths with before. So it's really great in that regard. And it's just such an image-driven society. We are all online whether we like it or not, and it's nice to have, with lighting, generally I have a high percentage of people who are happy with their photos. Right. Everybody comes in and says, I hate getting my picture taken.
Right.
And then once we've gone through a couple of shots, people start to warm up, and then it usually works out.
I love the way you describe that you get to interact with so many people. I feel like that too with what we do. It allows me to almost recharge my batteries.
Yeah.
You know, when somebody allows you into their orbit, and that's a pretty personal thing, getting your picture taken. It's quite a privilege, isn't it?
It is. It really is. It's super uncomfortable for a lot of people, and it's just a great way to remind yourself that we are all just people and there's no real room for any judgment, because people are so worried about how it's going to turn out. And I always say, like, if you don't like it, you don't have to use it, and if you like it, you can use it.
Right.
And you get to use it everywhere. And so, like, it's like, oh yeah, this isn't such a big deal.
Right.
You know, but there is something about, like, the personal, like you're saying, it is, it's just not a comfortable thing. Now, unless you're under the age of maybe 20.
Right.
Because then everything in their life is all about pictures.
Is that right?
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Yeah.
All the social media, like young kids, you see pictures of them like making a double chin and crossing their eyes.
Okay.
Like, the worse that the picture is, the better.
Okay, is that right? You learned something here. A lot of great things happening in Newfoundland and Labrador right now. You come from an entrepreneurial family, I understand, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, tell me the roots of that.
So my dad started Fred's Records 51 years ago. They had their 50th anniversary last year. He was 19. And the business has stayed in the family. My uncle is managing it and has been for years, because my dad stepped away and he started a record label and a distribution company of Newfoundland music. So his goal was to get Newfoundland music all over the world. Like, I remember being around 12 and we'd go on merchandising trips and he would say, I just want every kitchen in the world to be listening to Newfoundland music.
Wow.
Like, that was his like main goal, his main focus. So he made a big dent in. And
you've worked there, of course, right?
Yeah. I started there when I was
some incredible people come through, and incredible, like, talk about meeting people. Fred's Records has been part of this city for a long time.
Every second person that I meet worked there. Or bought their first album there, or used to get the Metro bus there as a child. I worked there from the age of probably 6 to 20. And then I moved to BC, so sometimes I'd come back and do some work like over Christmas or whatever. But it's weird when you grow up in a family you don't understand the impact that it has on a community until you actually become an adult. So like my whole experience working there, I was in my teen years, and it just didn't really seem, I'm just going to work. I just have to walk down from Holy Heart to the record store and work and seal CDs and tell people what album to buy, and then I'm going to go home. And it really wasn't that exciting. But now when I look at it and I look at the impact, like it's the community that it has the biggest impact. And I love going on trips and seeing people like walking through New York City with a Fred's t-shirt on. Or when I lived in BC, it was small town Fernie, and like someone would walk down the street and you'd see their, and I'd be like, oh my God, it's Fred's Records, this is so cool.
Listen, I can't wait to dive deeper into this discussion with you. What I find cool about what we've done here today, you're going to take pictures of people. Those people are going to put those pictures on their websites. Those websites are going to travel around the globe. But every single one of them is going to say, that picture's got a connection to Fred's Records. That has a story too. There's a beautiful connection there for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, and thanks for doing what you're doing. Thanks for providing that service to these folks here at the Tech and L Show.
Yeah, happy to do it. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Okay.